Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.
No,
Okay.
You know, it's just like it's interesting for people. It's not like I'm not quizzing you or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just talking with you. You know what I mean? It's like a normal conversation.
Okay,
and it's like you know, you might have an interesting point to raise. I might learn something from you. You might learn something from me. You know what I mean? It's just like that. It's the interaction. It all goes on YouTube. We're just chilling. It's just like a bunch of. I'm from England myself. Yeah, I've come here to help these guys out, give a bit of education on how we can actually interact with other people. Because you know, Sikhs, we're not like the kind of people like you might have seen Christian missionaries and other people that they say that if you don't believe in their faith, you go to hell. We don't believe that.
Okay.
So we just want to raise awareness. This project is called SAFE, Sikhi awareness for everyone.
Yeah.
It's like make people aware. Because the thing is you might look at me and if you didn't know about Sikhs, you're going to say, what do you think I'm going to be? What do you think if you didn't know if I was a Sikh? What might you think I am?
No, I was just wondering why you have
A turban.
That's fine. And then
Yeah. So it's good, isn't it? We're all citizens of a modern world. It's good to know what each other, you know, what people like out there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just for information purposes.
Yeah.
I mean, the first thing that you asked about turbans and beards, yeah? This thing is to stand out. We wear it so we can stand out.
So it's like
It's like
distinguishing you from other people.
Yeah, it's like a policeman's uniform. You know, like today, yeah, if you got jumped here, you're going to stand looking at you, right? You're like, oh, I can't speak the language. Then you see a policeman, right? You're going to go to the policeman, right? Why? Because he's got a uniform on.
Yeah, we identify by the uniform.
So we carry a sword. I don't know if you know that, right? We're all armed. All the Sikhs walk around with we've got this weapon here. You know what I mean? We carry a weapon all the time. Like,
why?
Yeah, it's just part of our faith.
Oh.
Serious, I'm serious.
Why?
I'll tell you why. It's because Guru's told us Sikhs, yeah, that we are like policemen. We have to protect. It's not called a weapon to hurt anybody. It's for defense of other people and ourselves. So it's like God's grace in your hand. It's such a weapon of grace. Use it to help people. So it's not never used for offending or
violence.
No, it's only used for defending yourself and defending others. Right? If you got robbed, it's my job to protect you.
Okay, can you, if say there is a shopkeeper in here, and can you go in there and try to?
No, you can't use this for that. Firstly, and the people that carry the turban beard and they have the sword, they can't drink, they can't do drugs, they can't mess around with other women. So they must wake up and pray. They must meditate. They must earn honestly. There's a whole thing that comes with it. It's not like just give every Sikh a sword. You know, that's crazy. people are gonna go all out and just cause wars. No, it's all about giving the good people the weapons. You see the difference between, they say, you know, all it takes for evil to succeed in the world is for good people to do nothing. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
So the Guru, our teacher, he was like, okay, we need good people in the world. I'm going to make my Sikhs into good people. But now I want to give them weapons so they can stop the bad people. Like an army of the good. You know what I mean? They're like onward Christian soldier, that kind of thing. You know, we're like the saint soldier. Our ideal actually is a saint soldier. So the Guru, Guru tested them and he said they must always stand out, this distinct appearance. So we're ever armed and defend other people from injustice and oppression. And we have to do meditation, no intoxicants or sex outside marriage. So it's like a lot that comes with it. But we must have some kind of uniform so you can see who we are, right? This is the way. No matter what we wear normally, you can see a Sikh wherever you go.
Okay, is it the same reason why Muslims keep beards?
No, they keep it because the Prophet Muhammad told them to do it. We keep it because the Guru said stand out. Because we have to have this weapon and stuff and defend people. So it's like a uniform for us.
So how can we distinguish your people and the Muslims?
Okay, one thing we'll never do, we'll never cut our hair at all. No hair cutting. So with the Muslims, they won't have a turban, they won't have long hair. They'll have short hair, they'll have a shaved moustache, and they'll have a beard. And they'll cut the beard after a little length. But you see Sikhs with beards down to here, you know, we don't cut our hair.
So you have never cut your
No. No, since I became a Sikh, I didn't cut my hair.
Okay,
I was 21 when I became into a Sikh, proper following it and stuff. Since then I haven't cut my hair. You know what I mean? But it's because we're accepting God's will as well. Like, you know, there's people that, it's not just Sikhs, there's this lady, she's not just Punjabi people. This lady, she's black. These people, these guys are living in France. She lives in London. You know, anybody can be a Sikh. It's not like any people. But one thing about us, We all look, no matter what color we are. This lady's black, she's white. You know, these people are white. My wife's actually Russian. Doesn't matter what color they are. They all look the same. Yeah, but we all carry a weapon, and the women do as well, not just the men.
Are they like trained?
But like having the weapon, you know, some people cannot know how to use it. They can easily.
We should get trained. Yeah, we should get trained. Every Sikh is told.
Who trains?
We actually have a martial art. The gurus taught us a martial art as well. It's called Gatka and Shastra Vidya. They taught us that, and we can actually train ourselves. But let me just go into the philosophy of it, because you know, I'm telling you about the outside, but that's like, you know, like you have a cake, you have the icing on the cake. So we're talking about the icing right now. I know we look good, we look different, you know, we have the sword and stuff, but there's something deeper inside, right? That's basically about spirituality. So the Guru said, look, what are human beings made for? What is the main purpose that we are here for? Firstly, what the one made us, only one creator. And also, we're all equal. So the Guru said, look, doesn't matter what color someone is, not caste, doesn't make it, not how rich somebody is or poor is, they're gay or straight, makes no difference. They're all equal. So humanity is treated totally equally, right? That's one big thing with the Guru. And back 500 years ago in this country, that was a big thing. You only been here for 3 weeks, so you don't know what this country was like 500 years ago. But it was very divided. It depends on your religion, depends on your caste. You know about the caste system?
Caste? No.
Caste. You know what CASTE? Caste?
Caste.
You never heard of caste?
I heard of it.
I don't know.
You know, with the caste system, it's not like you can change your caste. You can't change your caste. Your kids can't change their caste. Everybody in your caste
it's
stays
like
the same.
tradition.
Not tradition. It's like by blood. Like your father's caste is your caste, is your children's caste.
Okay, it cursed. Like
No, it's by blood. Like your family is that caste. That's it. And the caste used to have a job. Like if you're high caste, everybody was high caste forever.
Yeah.
So you can't change your caste. It's not like the class. Like if you're rich, you're rich, you're upper class, or if you're poor, you're low class. It wasn't like rich or poor. It was by your color, not your color even. It was by your caste. Yeah. So it was like very inhumane. Like low caste people, they were not allowed to meditate. They were not allowed to be religious. They were like the menial work, you know, like street cleaning, stuff like this. The upper caste people, they can only be the religious people. The middle class people, they can only be the warriors. No one else allowed to be the kings or the warriors, only. So it was like dividing society into very rigid format. It's stable because everybody knows what they're going to do, but it's not very equal. And back in those days, the Guru was like, no, this is not right. And what they did to make sure that people break down caste, they made us all eat food equally. If you go to a Sikh temple, anywhere in the world, even if you go to Kenya or South Africa, there's loads of Sikhs there, Kenya, Uganda. If you go to London, America, here, India, they always have free food. And the free food is served, right, together. I'll show you the picture of it because you can understand it, what it looks like. You see where they're sitting here with their plates in front? They're all sitting on the floor and they're eating. And they're eating equally. Male or female, black or white, doesn't make a difference. Everybody sits equally. Right? And this is to break down barriers. It's like a system that 500 years ago was started and is still here now. Every gurdwara you go to in this country, there's always free food and it's always equal. You can't buy a special plate to have different food. You must have the same food as everybody else and on the same place. It's like breaking down barriers. So you know, like, it's okay to have philosophy. Philosophy, I studied philosophy, yeah? It's on paper. How do you make it real? By practicing it, yeah. So the Guru was like, practice it. You know, and everybody's welcome. Have you been? You've heard of this place maybe? The Golden Temple in Amritsar.
No.
It's famous. Never heard of it?
Where is it?
It's in Punjab, north of Delhi, west of Delhi.
No.
Towards it's like, you know, from Delhi you go towards Pakistan, near Lahore in Pakistan. It's like on the other side, the Indian side. Anyway, if you go to the Golden Temple, every day, guess how many people eat there for free? Guess how many? On average.
It'd be like 10,000?
40,000.
40,000.
On a normal day.
Who pays for that?
The Sikhs do. We just give it for free.
Where is the money coming from?
The Sikhs are giving it.
Okay, the rich ones or...
Everybody gives 10%. And a Sikh is told, you must serve the poor. That's our main thing. We must serve people. So the Sikhs, when they go to Gurdwara, when we go there, we put money down at the Gurdwara, and that money goes towards food. Some people walk in and just buy food and give it. They just go and buy some flour or some sugar or some milk and just give it to the Gurdwara.
So those who go there to that temple to go and eat, are they, must they be Sikhs?
No, this is the bit I was trying to tell you. Everybody's welcome there. If you go to the Golden Temple, most of the people that go there are not even Sikh. Most of the people that go there are just normal people. They want to go and see the place. Anybody can eat the food. See, there are 4 doors to that place. This is the Golden Temple. That's what it looks like. There's a pool of water. The temple is inside the pool of water. And then there's a square around it. And then inside that place, there's 4 doors to get in. That's because everybody's welcome. North, south, east, west, low caste, middle class, upper class, higher caste. Everybody's welcome. And everybody's welcome equally. So it's like a system. So the Guru said, look, anybody's welcome there. Right? It's called the Hari Mandir, Temple of God. It's not like the Sikh temple, it's called the Temple of God. Everybody's welcome there. Now, the 4 entrances was part of that. But also, the Guru also made women equal to men. Like I said earlier, they gave them the sword. They also made them preachers.
The women?
Yeah. The women allowed to go and preach. Women allowed to go and teach at the front. You know, like the lady there you see, she's one of our crew. So she's like me, we travel around, we tell people about Sikhism. You know, we're equal.
Who pays for your flight and cost of
Sikhs do.
Yeah.
Sikhs do.
Okay, so before you left London to come here, you went to your temple to...
No, we're an organization. It's called Everything's 13. That's what we do. We go and teach people on YouTube, and people all over the world, they fund us so we can go and teach Sikhism. Because they want to see it, they want people to understand it. Like, you know, in America, 2 years ago, in a place called Wisconsin, I don't know if you know Wisconsin is, some white guy walked in, who was a bit of he was like a hate crime, you know. He walked in, he was like, oh, it must be a Muslim thing. So he walked in and he shot down and shot loads of people dead, you know, on the Sikhs that were in there. And our Sikhs, we're completely opposite in that mindset, that we believe everybody should be equal. We should just, you know, embrace the world, be one big happy human family, right? But he didn't know anything about us. So we decided, like, we have to do something to go out there and tell people about us, you know, educate people. So, because I mean, we're not really exactly bad people, like we're out there helping people. You know, I'll give you an example. You know, I told about religious, many people think religions that cause a lot of war, you know. Have you heard that view?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Now,
Is it religion that causes war?
Say religion. It's not really religion. It's the idea that people get behind your religion. Like, they can explain something to you, and then go around, you understand it in your own format.
Yeah.
Then now start expressing it.
No, but you know, like wars, a lot of wars are caused by people, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, because they get this idea that we are exclusive, we're better than you. So we must convert you. You see what I mean? That's the problem that comes from this idea that one people is better than other people. The Guru taught us a few things, yeah? You know this place here, you see this is a mosque, right?
Yeah.
So the 5th Guru, he made this place. But he was tortured to death by the Mughal kingdom at that time. Tortured him to death, right? Now, his son, instead of having hatred towards all Muslims, he had a town called Hargobindpur, Sri Hargobindpur. There, the Muslims of the town came and said, look, we haven't got enough money to make a mosque. So the Guru made them a mosque. The head of the faith makes a mosque. Right? That's the unique example. The United Nations now have preserved that place. Because it's the only time in the history where the head of a prophet has made not like somebody else later on, some king or something, but the head of the faith, the Guru himself, the 6th Guru, made a mosque. Yeah? And it's still there now. Yeah? And the Gurus are only very recently, 1469 to 1708.
Wow.
So they're very young. We're only like 300 years old for the last Guru. The last physical Guru, he then made this text our Guru, the 11th Guru, Guru Granth Sahib Ji. When you go into Gurdwara, you see we all bow down to the text. Now when I talked to you earlier about religions, you know that Guru is very open. When they made this text, the Gurus made it and they sealed it. It's not been changed since then. Yeah? But when they made this, they put in the writings of people that weren't even Sikh Gurus. So Muslims like Sheikh Farid Ji, Bhagat Kabir Ji, they are in there. And Hindus like Ramanand and Namdev Ji, they're in there, their writings.
Right.
Because he's trying to tell us that the way to God is the truth, not religion, it's the truth. Anybody who loves God, anybody who is a good person, anybody who meditates, anybody who sings God praises, they're going to get blessed. It doesn't matter what stamp they have. It's trying to break down religion and make it more about humanity. You know what I mean? So anybody can believe in the Guru Granth Sahib Ji. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian or Muslim, you could be like, yeah, Guru Granth Sahib Ji is good. It's proved, it's saying, so we actually made this into a picture just to make people understand like what we believe about religious freedom and our values. This is the path of the saints. See all those people that writings there? They're all saints for us. Why are they in there? We bow down to their writings, yeah? They're in there because they all walk this path, no matter what religion they were. And the path is like this. Leave lust, anger, greed, attachment and pride. Leave them, go downwards, towards truth, contentment, compassion, righteousness and forgiveness. These are the values we must embrace. And the thing is, why go downwards? It's about humility, humbleness, yeah, serving people, yeah, not looking to see, but hang out with the best of the best, hang out with the worst of the worst, hang out with the poorest people and help them. So the Gurus are about trying to say, look, that God has got no religion and we ain't got no religion. We're just people. But this is the path, right? You can't say I'm going to go to God with this stuff. See that line there? You can't go there with pride.
Yeah, you can go.
You can't go there with lust. You can't go there with anger. You must go with these things. These are the things you do need to get there.
Okay.
You get it?
I hope, and you have like a billion questions asked.
Sorry?
The questions are you done? Because
yeah.
Anyway, does this now refer to
Sikhi.
Yeah, does Sikhi refer to God as like a heavenly body?
Well, like an old man with a beard in the heavens.
Believe in heaven?
We believe in heaven.
Yeah.
We believe in heaven. We do believe that souls, they go through reincarnation. Yeah,
right.
And that you can escape reincarnation, then you can be with the what you might call God. But God's a very loaded term. Yeah? It comes with lots of other, like it's like a Judeo-Christianic view of a person up there. We do believe it's like a character. God is a being, but that being is everywhere. Yeah. It's not just up there. It's here as well. And when we meditate, we can experience God. So this is what we believe in, that we've got one creator, we're all equal, but see, we didn't put a picture because it's formless. Yeah, and the thing is though, we can connect. The key thing is, I don't know if you ever meditated or you ever prayed to God.
Yeah, I do pray at times.
Yeah, when you pray, do you ever feel like sometimes your hair, the back of your neck stands up?
Yeah, at times I get that.
Yeah, and then you sometimes you feel like, oh, I might tear, I might cry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you wonder like, what's going on here? Because the thing is, and then there's sometimes you feel a bit of bliss. It's like, you know, like when people, I don't know if I used to smoke weed before I came into this religion. You know, it's like you get high. Yeah, have you ever had that? It's called bliss, spiritual bliss. And the Guru, he says that this is what you get when you meditate. And I had that when I was 21. I was like, my life changed because I was sitting there. I just started meditating, and suddenly I felt like love, peace, happiness, bliss, all at the same time. Because the thing is we believe that you can actually experience God while you're here. That this energy is not separate. It's right here, right now. It's inside you, and it's all around you. Yeah, and that's the one. So we just have this one. This is the ik, and that's like one. So we believe this that we just the best way for God is this ik, because like what can you describe about it? We have no understanding of it. It's like, how can you explain what this thing? It made all of us, but with just one word. It's inside us, all around us, and it can't be seen, and it can be felt. So like the best thing is just we just use every word. So on the one side we say one. But inside Guru Granth Sahib you see all these words. Lord, Hari, Force, Divine, Mother, Beloved, Forgiver, Waheguru. That's the mantra that we use to chant. To connect to God we say Waheguru, Waheguru. Let's chant that mantra. Light of lights, all powerful, Nirvana. It's like, wow. It's like, wow. Like I'm sure even in Cameroon, I'm guessing, yeah, when you see something amazing, you might say, wow.
Yeah. Okay, like exclamation, surprise.
Yeah, like wow. No, it's like wonder. Wow. No, wonder like I'm wondering. Like wow, expressing how wondrous are you.
Yeah, okay.
Wow. And Wah is like wow. And Guru is like, from Gu means darkness, Ru means light. So the one that enlightens you. The enlightener. Yeah. Wow, you're an enlightener. But when we experience God, we get enlightened. Straight away, we experience enlightenment. Because it's like, if you're in darkness and you see light, you suddenly see what's around you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the same, when you experience God, you end up realizing what it's about. Yeah, this is what the Guru is trying to spread across the world. Not trying to spread our religion, but spread enlightenment, connection. So like we believe, like let's say everybody's like a bird. If we were like an example, a bird needs 2 wings to fly, right? Mm-hmm. So what the Guru said is what we need in this world, we need morality and spirituality. Now what happened in the past many times, and it even happens now, people that become spiritual, what happens to them? Sometimes they wander off, don't they? Yeah. They go and live in the mountains. Yeah, they go, oh, forget this world, it's like messed up.
Yeah.
So the Guru was like, no. I want you to become like a monk, inside, detached from everything, yeah, connected to the one. But I want you to live in the world, be married, have kids, have a job, and share. You see, that kind of person will affect the world a lot more. They'll make a better world. And there's somebody who is just, you know, in the monastery meditating by themselves. Like ideally, the Prime Minister should be like a monk. The presidents of the world should be like monks. They shouldn't be interested in power or greed. But unfortunately, and you know all over the world what's happening is, the worst kind of people go into politics. The ones that are only interested in themselves, the ones that want money and power and people to adore them, they're the ones that get into power. And that's not what we need. So you know, like Plato, you heard of Plato, the famous philosopher from the Greek philosophers? So his ideal was, let's make philosopher kings. A philosopher is somebody who loves only the truth, not interested in the world, only the truth. Like the divine. The truth is divine, right? At the same time, lives in the world for the sake of the people. They don't want to live in the world, they're more interested in living in the monastery. But for the sake of the world, they come into the world and they become like kings. But the people have to embrace them. The people have to go and accept these people as their kings, because no one else is qualified. Everybody else is too interested in lust, anger, pride, greed, attachment. You know? So that's what the Guru's philosophy is. Live in the world, but be not of this world. And that's the best way, you know what I mean? So it's like, imagine, you know, if the Dalai Lama, like people respect him, spiritual person, yeah? Imagine Dalai Lama happened to be like Barack Obama. The world might be a better place, right?
Yeah.
So that's what the Guru wants us to do. He wants us to be spiritual, look different, meditate in the morning, but then live in the world. You know what I mean? Try and change the world. And then the best way to change the world is to feed the people first. Like, who cares? Nobody cares about hunger. Nobody cares about hunger.
You can't talk to somebody who's hungry.
Yeah. First you need to give them food, right? So the Guru is like, come and have langar at the Gurdwara, then let's talk about God.
Let's talk about God.
First I feed you. But not even they're interested, you've actually given them their basic needs. It's not really about, like, let's say, you know, what do the Sikhs want to achieve in this world? Like, every religion has an overall game, yeah? Overall game. Now, many religions, they just want to make everybody their religion. That's their main aim. Let everybody become like their religion. That's not our aim. Our real aim is this: protect everybody and serve everybody. So basically, feed everybody and defend their rights. Give them freedom. Let them practice whatever faith they want to practice. As long as it's not hurting anybody else, that's cool with us. Just protect and feed. You know, and that really is our global mission. If the Sikhs were like 100 million, 200 million, 500 million across the world, this will still be our mission. All we want to do is defend people, so make sure their rights are usurped. Like in this country, every year, 300 years ago, every year the Mughals would come from Afghanistan and Persia. They would invade through here, through Punjab, and they would come to Delhi, and they would ransack, and they would loot, and they would take women back to Afghanistan to sell them as slaves. Yeah, the Sikhs stopped that, and they took those women, they took them back to their houses. They didn't say, "Oh, now we get them." You know what I mean? We don't believe in slavery. We don't believe in any kind of suppression of women. We believe everybody has the equal right in front of God to choose what they want to follow. You know what I mean? So it's very egalitarian, very sort of enlightened in that sense, you know. But there's no need for us to convert people. Like I'm talking to you now, I'm just telling you what I believe. Yeah. If you choose to follow it, that's your choice. Yeah? There's no compulsion. But not only no compulsion, there's no hell waiting for you if you don't become a Sikh. I don't have this, like, you know, like some people, they go to somewhere, they tell you it's all very nice, and they go, but now if you don't believe, thou shalt burn in hell. It's not like that. But you must understand, like, as a human being, we believe that the main way is to become spiritual and be moral. Like, you can't be spiritual without being moral, but you can't just be spiritual and not be moral. You've got to do both together. You know what I mean? Yeah. Come to a Gurdwara if you ever can in India, especially go to this one, the Golden Temple. One other thing about us, yeah, I don't know if you might be interested, right? We love music. Yeah. The Gurus, they were musicians. Yeah. They actually played music. They actually invented musical measures, tunes. They also invented instruments. And what they did when they made this, our Guru Granth Sahib Ji, when they made Guru Granth Sahib Ji, they put everything in sections by music. They were like, sing this in this tune to this beat, and you feel what I was trying to tell you. So you know, music has emotion, right?
Yeah.
So the Guru's like, yo, sing this in music. But why would they want you to sing it, not just read it? It's not like a book, it's all poetry. First, it's all poetry. Yeah. They want us to sing it because it's not just giving us guidance, it's actually how to connect. When you sing, when you meditate, you experience God. Which is why the Christians, like you said about Christianity earlier, very similar. One of the main similarities is singing. But the problem is nowadays, anybody can write a hymn, and anybody sing it. But how do you know, like, if this person is like of that level where he's seeing the right thing, you know? You know what I mean? But the Gurus, they were the filter. What they put in, that's what we sing. We don't sing anything else. We sing what the Gurus wrote. Yeah.
So
and what they also what they put in by other people. They chose, like, okay, Kabirji, Namdev Ji, they put that in. We have our own script. It's not very hard to understand. We have lessons on our channel on how to understand it as well. If you go on our YouTube channel, you can learn the script. It's phonetic, very easy. Yeah? Like, you know, people of all colors can learn that script. But it's not just, it's like a script. But when you sing the music, it's very powerful. Tonight, if you come, like I'm teaching here for the next 3-4 days at the Gurdwara in Ulsur. You know Ulsur?
Nah, like I said, we knew here.
If you catch a cab, it's not far from here. It's like 15 minutes from here. If you catch a cab 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, you can come to the Gurdwara. There's going to be a talk, which is going to be in English as well. And there will be free food. And you can check out, and we'll be meditating. And you just check it out. The thing is, like, I used to go to church as well. Just when I was in the army, I was in the British Army. I used to go to church. I didn't feel like I was betraying my religion. Because it's a house of God. There's only one God. There's only one God. The confusion is all about the fact that there's just one God. And there's just one human race. We keep dividing ourselves off and thinking, oh, he's different now. What color? There's only just one God.
India is really divided.
Yeah, very divided. I agree with you. But imagine why Guru brought here. They came here because to make sure that this place becomes united.
It's
very divided.
That was very great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very divided.
One more question.
Go on, man.
You talk of the Guru, right?
Yeah.
And as I can know it, some of them are dead.
Yeah, all the Gurus, the 10 Gurus, they now left their body. And the power is now in Guru Granth Sahib Ji.
So
The text, the Guru Granth Sahib Ji is our Guru. So now that the text became the light of the Guru.
So there's no physical,
No.
like Guru.
There is a way of us deciding something. If 5 Sikhs come together that are following Guruji and they're faithful, they meditate, if they have a concern locally, then they can come together, they make a decision. In light of the Guru's teachings, what should we do? So you still get guidance, but from the 5. Yeah. But there's no physical Guru now. But the thing is, the saints are like the Guru's reflection. You know what I mean? Like, for us, like the text, the Guru Granth Sahib is our Guru. But the person who's reading, meditating, experiencing it, crucially is experience. It's not just like reading it, but experiencing the divine, who's meditating, connecting. That person is a person who becomes like a reflection of the Guru. You know? And you can see that they're purified. Like it's like, look at a saint. Look at the saints in Christianity. The great saints like Saint Francis of Assisi. Yeah, he's a great saint. He could be in 2 places at one time. They said he used to speak to the birds as well. Yeah, he had all these spiritual powers. Everybody who is spiritual ends up getting these powers. They end up getting these powers because it's like they're connecting to this big power all day long. Obviously, if you connected to like a big power order, you can get some of that power as well, rub off on you, right? Yeah. So these people, they can see things that we can't see. They can see like the past, the future. They can like give a wish, a boon, like give you a blessing, and that will come true. So we believe in saints, all saints, not just Sikh saints, all saints. Yeah. So, nice talking to you guys. I don't take up. If you want to come, or you got any questions, we have a Q&A every night at the Gurdwara. But do go to a Gurdwara and check out the free food, man. It's something unique. You'll never see any other religion. Every day, all day long. It's not like 3 times a day. It's all day long. Free food. Anybody can go and eat. You know? Isn't it cool? You're smiling. It's cool, right? Imagine if there was more Gurdwaras all over the world. There'd be no more hunger, right? They worked out. They worked out the cost of eradicating poverty. You know what the cost of eradicating poverty is? It's really this depressing statistic. The cost of eradicating poverty across the world is just half the money we spend on deodorants. Can you believe that?
Awesome.
So why is the humanity not looking after itself? Why are we not interested in saving the people that are hungry and starving? Why don't we care? You don't have compassion. So the Guru is like, you must have compassion. And how do you build compassion? Let's say you were around here, walking around. How do you make a society that is compassionate?
Difficult.
It's difficult, but I'll give you an example. How about whenever they go to the Gurdwara, when they're young, they get told, go and serve food, go and cook food. That person is going to be compassionate. From a young age, they're being told to serve people, right? Anybody's welcome to Gurdwara. You know, in the UK now, the proof of this is here. Right? Even now in the UK, Sikhs give most of all the people in England, the Sikhs give still the highest percentage of their income to charity. The proof is there. Even now, like I'll give you, we're still very open-minded. You know, recently in London, you might have seen on the news, there was rioting. People were going around smashing things and firing, You heard about that, right? At that time, in my area, all the Sikhs came out on the streets. Nothing got looted. All the Sikhs there walking around with their swords, And there was no police in South. There was no need. A mile down the road, there was rioting, police fighting. One guy got burnt. In my area, where loads of Sikhs are, nothing happened to anybody. There were Sikhs on the streets protecting everybody. When the Muslims went inside the mosque to pray in the evening, the Sikhs stood outside the mosque to defend it. There's only one human race, man. We get confused.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, man. Nice talking to you.